Have you ever gotten so bored of doing classes and work that you just decided, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna rate vegetables right now because that would be more entertaining and fun. And that's what's led me here to make this video right here. So, starting off this tier list right here, we got onions, yellow onion to be specific. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna rank these because let's say like just the straight up onion, I'd probably put in like C tier, DC tier at most because raw onion, that's not it. However, you cook them just right, it can bring them all the way up to S tier. So, tough call here, tough call. But then again, we got stuff like potatoes in here, which I don't think anybody in their right mind would eat raw. So, I'm gonna say, A tier for onions. Now, what's up next? This, I think no, that's not cucumber. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to guess that this right here. No, this is zucchini. I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna put that. I've never tried. Can't say that I've seen this before. Eggplant. Now, the only time I really ever eat eggplant is an eggplant parm. So, mm, I don't really like eggplant on its own. It doesn't really do much for me. Cooking it is a process. You gotta like cut it, slice it, salt it, dry it out, all this stuff just to make it worthwhile. So I'm gonna have to put that in C tier because I still eat it. Like like I would go out of my way to eat it specifically with eggplant parm. So I can't completely hate it. Now beets, I'm gonna have to put in D tier. They don't really do much for me apart from turn my piss red, which I'm not really quite looking for when I eat a vegetable, So I'm gonna have to pass on those. Avocados. Let's see. Well, guacamole. I only really eat them on guacamole. Occasionally, I'll throw them on toast with like eggs or something like that. Uh, I don't know. I have to also put this in A tier too because I do eat guacamole a lot. So then I have to put that up there. Peppers. Peppers are just a banging. Apart from the green ones, I gotta say the green ones I only like cooked. The red and yellow ones I can eat anytime, no problem. So I think this might be the first S tier vegetable actually. Right there. Broccoli. Now broccoli raw, D tier. Absolutely garbage. I don't know how people get those veggie platters with like the raw broccoli or they just dip it in ranch and just start crunching down on that. I can't do that. That's not for me. However, you cook it, like you steam it, throw some cheese on there maybe, or even just steam it just so it's not fucking a rock solid tree in your mouth. That's alright. So I'm gonna have to put that in C tier as well. Now we got this is cabbage. Uh I can't really say I eat cabbage all that much. I can't say I hate it either as much as I hate beets. Uh eat it in pierogies, that's really about it. Occasionally some other Polish food. At family events, but I never really go out of my way for it. I never buy it at the grocery store, so I'm gonna have to throw that in C tier. Cauliflower, it's I don't know. It's like broccoli but more versatile. People be frying this up like it's chicken, doing all sorts of crazy shit. That almost makes. I think I'm gonna have to put that like low OB tier. The thing is, I eat broccoli more than I eat cauliflower, but I think I find cauliflower more enjoyable than I find broccoli. I just don't eat it as much, so I'm gonna have to put that right down there. Uh, what's up next? We got lettuce. Lettuce, I gotta say, you get that crispy, that mid piece of the lettuce right there. That crunchy part, that's the best part about it. You get this outside. That's what my terrible camera work on this right now. But this lettuce right here, I'm gonna hold this up here. Lettuce, you get like the outer part of the leaf where it's all like floppy. That's pretty mid, like on a sandwich by itself. If it's in a salad, that doesn't matter as much. You're just eating all that shit anyways to be healthy. It's a salad, you know what I mean? But that crunch shit it provides and can bring to like a sandwich and salads, I'm gonna have to put that up in A tier because it doesn't really do much flavor wise. It's just kind of like a leafy, very watery, crunchy. It has a nice texture. I think that's really all it's there for, is to add a nice texture and be healthy. So I'm gonna put that in A tier. You know, lettuce means no harm. It's just kind of chilling there, it's doing its own thing. I'm not trying to bother nobody, so we'll throw it up there. Carrots, definitely between B and C for me. Raw carrots. Raw carrots would be like low C tier. Cooked, B tier. uh, yeah, I'll throw them in C, I guess. I feel like a lot of vegetables are gonna go in C. All right, let's see. We got what are these, sweet potatoes or yams? I think they're the same exact thing. I'm gonna have to throw these. Let's say we'll throw them up in B tier because I think sweet potatoes are pretty fucking good. Throw some pumpkin pie seasoning, some butter in there, mash them up. That shit's pretty fire. You make potato skins out of them. That's pretty fucking banging too. Uh, Eating them like just sliced and like roasted with some fucking pepper and shit on them is pretty good. So I'm gonna have to throw those up in B tier. What are these, parsnips? Parsnips are up next. Parsnips are D tier. These root vegetables right here, they just don't really cut it for me. I don't know. Parsnips are like this weird. They're not like spicy. They're like this ginger. Like if you've ever eaten like straight up ginger, it kind of has that kind of spice to it, but it's like earthy. I don't know. I don't really fuck with it. So I'm putting it down in D tier. Artichoke. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, immediate S tier. These vegetables, I honestly just started eating them like a year ago. Because as a kid, you know, I wasn't that big on my vegetables as a kid. You know, I'd eat my peas and carrots, but that's about it. But these things are just crazy. I love Brussels sprouts. They have to be cooked. I've eaten them raw. That sounds awful, but cooked, one of the most amazing vegetables I've ever eaten. I actually just got done eating some too, so definitely putting those up in S tier. Shout out to Brussels sprouts. Okay. Green beans, peas. I don't know what they're fucking classifying this as. I think they're like the same thing. I'm gonna put them in B because I think they're good. You know, green bean casserole. Peas are pretty good. They go down easy. You know, they're healthy. So all these things are healthy. So I guess I can't really, add points to the thing for being healthy when they're all on that playing field. So, yeah, we'll throw those in B tier. I guess they're not, they're like lettuce. No, they're definitely not like lettuce in any fucking way of the terms. But I mean, like, you can just kind of throw them on any plate with any food and just kind of eat them as a side dish. You know what I mean? You don't need to do anything fancy. It's just kind of there. This, I think, is collard greens. I've honestly never had collard greens, unfortunately. Gonna have to put those down there. Mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I think I'm gonna put those up in S tier. Because, I mean, I've never eaten these raw again either, much like Brussels sprouts. But just cooking them, like, they go well with, like, any meat. They go well in sauces, without sauces, you know what I mean? I think they're good. They just kind of soak up the flavor, and they're like this little flavor sponge, but they add their own like little razzle dazzle to it. You know what I'm saying? When you eat them, so I think they're good, especially with steak. I always get them on like steak bomb subs, so definitely killer. I always eat them with pasta, not always, but pizza, pasta, steak, chicken, meatballs, whatever you're doing. Fucking mushrooms are up there. Potatoes, very flexible. Up next, potatoes. Now, potatoes, nobody fucking eats them raw, like I said. So, I think I'm gonna put them up in A tier. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them in A tier because very torn between like low S, high A. I think I'm gonna put them high A tier because potatoes are just fucking amazing. Amazing. I wouldn't really say they're healthy. They're nowhere near as healthy as all these other vegetables, but like you can just do so much with them. Like potato skins, french fries, potato chips, home fries, mashed potatoes. scallion potatoes, pierogies. Again, all this amazing stuff you can do with them. All right, cucumber. Let's see. Cucumber, I think I'm gonna throw up in B tier because. No, I can put I think I can safely put cucumber in A tier actually, because I've always eaten this vegetable a lot growing up. It's probably like one of the main vegetables that I'd eat. I never done anything with it other than just like cut it, occasionally put salt on it, and it's just pretty good on its own. You know, you don't really have to do much to it. You can just cut it up and eat it. So you can't really hate on cucumber. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with lettuce. You just cut it up and eat. There's no fancy work going on there. They're just simple things, just being healthy. Easy way of eating healthy shit. What are these radishes? Radishes. I can't say I can't like remember having radishes. Is this ginger? I have to assume this is ginger right here, just because they have like all ground up. Which that's always what I do when I have gingers. I always grind it up. So, I'm not putting this in C tier. I don't know where I'm gonna put this because it's not like you never eat ginger on its own, or I don't think anybody like eats straight up ginger. So I think actually it is gonna stay in C tier because I like the flavor it provides. I like, ginger ale. I add it to my soup. I add it to my tea. So I can't really hate it because I do add it to things. So I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. It's not really out there. It's not really going out there and getting its name out there. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like this laid back home. You got tucked in the back of your cabinet. You're like, yo, use me once in a while. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put that in C tier. Asparagus. I think asparagus is gonna be a B tier because you have to cook it right for it to be good. It's gotta make your pee smell. It's kind of it's a downside. It is what it is. But it's pretty good. I usually, I just cook it with some butter and garlic. I keep it simple. Comes out pretty good. So, yeah, I'll put it, I think it's a safe B tier. Nothing too much to say about asparagus there. Squash. Squash, I think I'm gonna have to put like high C tier. Because I'm not really a big squash guy. I did like squash as a kid. I guess I kind of grew out of it. My family would always make mashed squash on Thanksgiving, so I'd have that. I kind of enjoyed it, I wouldn't. It wasn't like something I'd seek out as leftovers. You know what I mean? It was just kind of there. I'd eat it at the table. So I can't say it's a D tier that I hate it, but it'll settle right here at C tier where a lot of these are going to be going. Scallions, or green onions, same thing I believe. I'm gonna have to put them in B tier because they're almost as good as onions, but they're not as versatile, I'd say. And I don't use them as much as I do yellow onions. So I think that's my call on that one. Not too much to say about that either. Celery. Celery on its own, C tier. Nah, celery on its own might arguably even be. Nah, it's definitely C. And not lower than C. But you add it in soup, you throw some peanut butter or some raisins on there, you got ants on the log, you're chilling. It's pretty bang. Good snack. On its own though, not good. So I think this is gonna have to go. I think it's also gonna go. I'll put it in B tier. Just because I would go out of my way to eat ants on the log. Like I do get that craving every once in a while for a little celery and peanut butter, I'm not gonna lie. So put that up there, but it doesn't come often. Corn. I'll put corn like high B tier. Cause you got popcorn from it. Corn at a barbecue is a staple. You gotta have that at the cookout. I think corn on the cob is like one of the best like vegetables. It reminds me of summer. Should taste good. So yeah, B tier. Artichoke. I can't say I've never tried it because I've had spinach and artichoke dip a few times, which I do enjoy. But would I go out of my way to eat one? I don't know. So I think that's gonna have to. I'll put this in high D tier actually, just because I haven't really had it on its own, and I like it in spinach and artichoke dip. But I feel like on its own, I don't know. No, I'll keep. Very indecisive on this choice right here. I think I'm gonna have to leave this one in C tier. Pumpkin. I mean, you got pumpkin pie. That's a pretty fucking S tier thing. But like, what else do you do with a pumpkin besides pumpkin pie and pumpkin seeds? I don't know. I feel like pumpkin's not really getting its name out there like some of these other vegetables. You know what I mean? It has these a one hit wonder, the pumpkin pie. But can I judge the whole pumpkin based off of one dish that it's made? Like, you know, what about the other dishes that are there, like pumpkin soup or something like that? Like, you know, I haven't had that. I can't really say too much about it. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can't really throw this one out too high and speak too highly of it when it hasn't really shown me much of what it's capable of. So I'm gonna leave that one in C tier because pumpkin pie's banging. But like, what else? What else is pumpkin doing for these vegetables? You know, like I can't say that a pumpkin is doing more than like corn or sweet potato or doing the same amount as a potato. You know, potatoes are out there doing the most compared to all these vegetables right here. Ain't no way I can compare it to that. So we're gonna have to leave it down in C tier. This, honestly, I don't even know what that is. I'm just gonna have to slap that right in the never tried straight away. Spinach. I think spinach is an A tier vegetable because you can like get so much out of it in such like when you cook this shit, like you can cook a whole bag of spinach, and by the time it's done cooking, you can eat that all like off in like 2 spoonfuls right there. Not saying to do that, but it's a possibility. Now, you know, you get the spinach. I think that kind of carries the spinach and artichoke dip. So I'm gonna have to put, that's why I'm putting this one up here. Strategic placement again. I'm always thinking these things through. I'm playing 4D chess with this tier list right here. You guys don't even know. But yeah, A tier. You know, it's good with any meat. It's good in salads. It's good raw. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten cooked a couple times and I've just eaten spinach straight off the bag. You know, on some Popeye shit. I've never had the canned spinach. I can't say I'd be a fan of that. I've only eaten frozen spinach and like regular raw spinach and cooked spinach. So I'm gonna have to put that up in A tier. Tomato. I'm gonna have to put, you know, we'll put tomatoes like higher, B tier, cause you know I like them in salads. I like cutting up and roasting them and putting like big chunks of tomato in my pasta sauce. You know, we got salsa. Salsa's pretty banging. Tomatoes getting its name out there for sure. You know, it's got a lot of dishes. It's got a lot of uses. It's pretty. I might even argue to put. Not the only thing keeping me from putting it in A tier, which I can't say is an argument because I don't just bite straight into a potato and just start eating it. But cooked, I do. But yeah, I think tomato's gonna be. I think a high B tier is a good option. You know, it's getting its name out there. It's good in salads. It's good in sauces. You know what I mean? It's you don't have to do much to make it too good. Don't know this. I think it's a parsnip. No, it's not a parsnip. We already put parsnips up there. I think. Yeah, parsnips are garbage. Parsnips are those right there. That's a beet. That's radishes. I don't know what this what either of these two things are. All right, garlic. Putting that up in S tier because I guess garlic is a vegetable. I just consider it a spice. But hey, if it's a vegetable, it's an S tier vegetable. I put that shit on literally everything that I cook. It's healthy as fuck for you. It cleans out your blood. It's good stuff. Can't argue with it. I mean, I use it. I season it. I cook with it. Everything, man. So S tier for sure. This, I don't really know what's going on with this little with this whole spice bowl they have going on here. So I'm just gonna put that in never tried because I don't really know what's going on there. Zucchini. Zucchini I think is B tier. You have to, you know, definitely not as good as cucumber. Similar, but not as good. Or they're nowhere near. They look similar, but they don't taste anywhere similar. I think it goes good. You know, you roast it up, just throw some spices on it. You don't gotta do anything too fancy. It tastes pretty banging. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this tier list. This is my final view on all of these. I'm not doing any alterations right here. I'm pretty set in my ways on this. So, yeah, I'm pretty. Yep, I can say I stand by this 100%. So yeah, that's what I'm. You know, I got bored. I decided to make a tier list of some vegetables and bring that guy to you and bless you guys. So wait. I wonder if I can actually zoom in on this and kind of figure out what I'm working with here. Well, what is that? Beans? Oh, it's beans. Oh, shout out to Control Scroll Wheel. Beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you do. I'll throw these in high C tier. I only ever eat them cooked, actually. So I guess I was making an alteration. I figured out what that vegetable was, which I guess I don't think a bean's a vegetable. I think a bean is like a class of its own. But I only really eat them on burritos and tacos, and like occasionally at cookouts. So can't say I ate them like I do these two right here. But I'll throw them up there. So anyways, yeah. Now I stand by this final done decisions made. Shout out to Beans. Chilling. Have a great day.